Mike from Crayster called me and was like, hey, we're launching a new product line and we're looking for someone to kind of help us introduce it to everyone, and we would like for you and your daughter to come be on one of our episodes. So, okay, yeah, sure. We worked out all the details, and I kept it totally secret from her. She had no idea what we were doing. She just thought it was, her and Dad adventure. And, we showed up to his house and, to the Crayster cabin, and, was kind of talking to everybody, and she immediately turned, 110% shy. She wanted to hide behind me. She didn't want to talk to anybody, and they were getting kind of nervous because they're like, oh, she was, all the previous interactions, she's been super bubbly and running around and being just a fun kid. And now she's totally clammed up and doesn't even want to look at anybody. And so we kind of got her warmed up a little bit. And so I'll include our portion from their video. And
hey, everybody. Welcome to Crayster Friday Night Live. All right, now tonight we have some guests here tonight, 3 different guests. So we also have a father and a daughter that are joining us on the live tonight, and they're going to talk about crawfishing also. And they've actually hung out with our team a little bit and been to some of our events, and we're going to hang out and talk with them. And we're now going to bring in a father and daughter crawfishing team, and that is Nate and Paisley. So they're going to come up. We're going to have Paisley go ahead and stand right here in the middle, and Nate go and have a seat. All right. So how are you guys doing tonight?
good.
Good. Paisley, I talked to earlier, she didn't have any school today. So that has to be a good day. Did you just play all day?
Yeah, but I have to do chores too.
Oh my goodness. My wife makes me do chores too. So, do you know how we first met? So I'm going to ask your dad. Do you remember when we first met?
That was a couple of years ago. We'd actually gone crawfishing that afternoon and met you guys for pizza, and we had a bucket of crawfish in the back of the car.
And that was over in Boise.
Yeah,
right?
over in Boise.
Yeah. So now that is where you used to live, right?
Yeah, we used to live over there, and now we live over on the blessed Crayster side of the state.
I think we were doing an event. We were doing a boat show or something. We were doing wasn't an event. No, we did a meet and greet. That's what we did. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So when we did the meet and greet last month, I remember chasing you around. She's fast, by the way. She's got these really cool cowboy boots, and that's what I remember about it. Those cowboy boots actually caught on fire. She was running so fast around, but that was a really, really good time. And so, do you love crawfish?
Yeah.
Okay, I've got to ask you now. Who can catch the biggest and the most crawfish? Is it you or your dad?
Me.
Definitely. I'm sure you do. What's the biggest crawfish that you've caught? It's like that long?
This long.
That nice. That's crazy.
Lobsters.
That is a lobster. All right. So now, what do you think, Paisley, about this new trap?
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. Well, we have something really special for you tonight. Guess what? You are going to get, so this is our second trap that we are talking about, that we've come out with. So with this one, we have the pink camo hat. This is yours. You're the very first one to get this package. What do you think of that? Going to hold that up for the camera. So this stream cylinder is the same size and dimensions as the other stream cylinder, but it is in the hot pink color. Do you like this color?
Yeah.
It's beautiful. I think you're going to catch a crawfish this big in the next time you go out. What do you think?
Yeah.
All right.
I think we better have a competition. Your trap against mine.
I think so.
I think.
Yeah.
Nate, we tested the pink traps.
Yeah.
They work pretty good. They're not one of those bad. They're not one of those colors they shy away from. So you catch them in the daytime in that pink trap too.
Yep. So, would you guys? So you can be up for a challenge next year? Challenge your dad?
Yeah.
Well, so her grandpa is in his 70s. He's lived in Idaho his whole life and has never had crawfish. And he saw the video we made about the Crayster meat boil, and he cornered me the next time he saw me and goes, "You know what? I have never eaten those. I want to try some. So the next time you have a boil, you better invite me."
Okay.
So we better have a boil for Grandpa, huh?
Yeah.
So before we finish up, like how did you two get started into crawfishing, or how did you get started in crawfishing?
So I grew up in Florida, and so crawfishing was kind of, just something you did as a kid. You run around through the swamps and pick up crawfish.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I moved to Idaho in 2009, I kind of dabbled in it here and there and didn't really think much of it. I mean, the crawfish I was finding were huge compared to what I grew up with. But none of the traps really worked, and so I was building my own, based on what I'd used in Florida. And then when she was, maybe 3, we started going out together, and she's only fallen off a dock once.
Haven't we all? You're in a good class of people. We've all fallen off the dock.
It's not a fun fishing trip unless somebody falls off a dock at some point.
She had her little Barbie fishing pole and wound up to cast and slung herself right off the end of the dock.
Oh.
I got her pulled out of the water and it started to snow, and so it was a pretty chilly ride home.
Yeah.
So you are quite the outdoorsman or outdoors woman.
Yeah.
I love your shirt. She showed this to me earlier. It's a deer. It's pretty cool. So yeah, well, that's wonderful. Thank you guys so much for coming on the show and sharing some thoughts and letting us know a little bit more about you. I didn't know that you were from Florida and caught him as a kid down there. That's really, really cool. And we'll definitely make sure that Grandpa gets some crawfish.
Yeah.
Okay? All right. Well, you guys have a great night. Thank you for being on our Friday night Crayster Live.
After the recording, she she was her typical self, telling everybody all about everything, and she carried that trap around the rest of the night. She didn't want to let go of it. She didn't want to put it down. She just wanted to keep holding it. And she actually, we got home and got her ready for bed, and she went to bed. And before she went to bed, she went and found the pink hat that they had gave her, and she wore that hat to bed. And all the next day she was wearing the hat, and she was trying to show her little brother all about the trap and telling him all about it. And he's 1. He doesn't have any idea what's going on, but I'm sure the day will come where they're fighting over who gets to use what trap and how many they each caught and all that fun stuff. So
Are your hands cold? Walk the plank. Walk the plank. Oh, arr. You're all gonna walk the plank.
So we're just leaving Grandpa's house. He was feeling camera shy, didn't want to be recorded, so I gave him a quick lesson on shelling crawfish, and they're gonna get some heated up and eat for dinner tonight. I brought them a big bag full of everything that we cooked up yesterday. They couldn't make it out to the house, so I brought them some the next day, today. He's real excited to try them out, and I got my in-laws to each try a piece of meat, and you know, my mother-in-law was very skeptical at first, and you know, as soon as she really kind of bit into it, she was like, oh wow, that really does taste like lobster. You know, it's, you know, kind of sweet and firm. I mean, it's, yeah, they're good. If you haven't tried them, try them. They really are, they're very good. I mean, yeah, they're kind of ugly, and they kind of freak some people out trying to shell them out, but yeah, it's worth it. They're tasty. I've got another big bag full of them, and then a whole bowl that's just tails and claws, so headed home and have some more leftovers for dinner. I haven't really had a whole lot of interaction on here. I guess I don't really know what to expect. I've only got like 41 subscribers, but speaking of that, if you haven't subscribed, please do. According to the YouTube algorithms and all that jazz, 98% of my views are coming from people that are not subscribed to my channel. Yeah, I mean, it's free. YouTube, you know, it doesn't cost anything to sign up. If you have a Google or Gmail account, you can use that to create your YouTube account. And so it'll link all your stuff together. Likes, shares, and subscribes always help out too. You know, I'm not monetized. I have no idea if I ever will get monetized. It seems like every time you think you can, you know, YouTube has changed what they require for a channel to be monetized.